Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. His first carry of the game, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action now, Prescott. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Prescott on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll hand it down to Geis. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Prescott now from the 50. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, this is Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
to 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gun!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here. Drops it underneath to Elliott. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
4 down, check. Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun! Hot! Watch him now, Barney! Hot!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this, and he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take this all the way up. Last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's awesome.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Get out. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
47. It's coming now. 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, swing. Swing to the field, right. To the right. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4. Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hut.
Now back to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Awesome.
A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sean Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here go 46. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd and long for Prescott. Escapes the sack. Buying time to his left. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down, Prescott. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This one caught by Crowder. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here you go. 46.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Geis receives the pitch. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A give to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Hot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Cowboys have recovered. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with, a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop the throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's third and 3.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Hot. Hot.
They'll set up to throw. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Back now in Arlington.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Redskins on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7.
26, 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Cowboys have recovered. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Run, run, run. Yeah, baby. Woo! Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Hot! Hot!
The give is to Elliott, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now let's go!
Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Intended that time for Cooper. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get pick this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Green, 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The Redskins on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, get out there, get out there. 27, 26.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here you go. 46. 26.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys,